Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What it do, what it do? How's everybody doing tonight? It is Ian K for Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube, back at you with the Friday night stream. Let me make sure you guys can hear me okay, you guys can see me okay. Give me that thumbs up here in the chat. I want to make sure everything is looking good and sounding good. Great to see you guys on here. We've got a bunch of people watching here right now. I don't know the exact number offhand, but we'll find that out soon enough here. We'll give everybody just a minute or two just to kind of clock in. We're about 5 minutes past the hour here, so I will be staying just a little bit longer. Because of that, I had a bunch of stuff I was doing today and getting ready. Looks like you guys are thumbing up in the chat here. Very nice. Very cool, very cool. Great to see you guys on here. Let me jump to the very top and see who we've got going on here. But before I do that, let me give you another quick intro. This is Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. If you guys can do me a huge favor and shout this out to any of the peeps in your network right now, that would be awesome. Let's see if we can get a big party going here for the next hour or so. And we'll definitely have some fun. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to review. And we'll just see where the conversation takes us. That's the cool thing about live streaming is you never know how it is going to go. And that is actually very, very cool. The conversation can go one way, then it can go another way. But great to be on here with you guys tonight. Let's see who we've got checking in. And we will talk about possibly the official name for everybody logging in here right now, but I think I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I have a feeling because there's a lot of people saying, don't call it this, don't call it that. And we'll figure out what we'll do a little bit later on in the stream here. But we have got David P. First one in there. David, thanks so much for jumping on. Mr. Graves, Chope, Sarah Star Vlogs and Reviews. Thanks so much for jumping on as well. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys see anyone with avatar names that have vlogs or reviews or anything in their name title, for sure, definitely jump on over. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's have that community support moving along there. C. Jizzo, BMG, what it do, what it do. Musa Kale. Drew's Food Reviews. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you as well. Glad you are here. The show is officially underway. Great to be on here live, direct in effect with you guys. Now, more often than not, I do this every Friday night, typically 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or Pacific Daylight Time. We're about to turn our clocks back in October, and I'm so excited about that because I get an hour of sleep back. Every year, I look forward to it big time. Let's see. Robert, what are you doing, man? How you doing? I should say, how are you doing? What are you doing? What's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Robert? Thanks so much for jumping on. One of my longtime supporters for the channel. I appreciate you greatly. Thanks so much for jumping on. Florian Barbarino, great to see you as well. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight. Wherever you guys are hailing from, do drop it in the chat, by the way. And well, as I'm getting down the chat window here, I will definitely acknowledge where you guys are hailing from. Wherever you guys are watching this around the world, around the country, it'd be great to see. Larry Nguyen, Ed Keaton, what it do, what it do. Great to see you guys on here. It looks like we have the first person who checked out the first thing I commented on about checking the description of this video to see if you can guess exactly what I'm going to be reviewing tonight. I know it's kind of a vague hint. It can pretty much go anywhere, but I think you guys will appreciate what it is. It was kind of a last-minute thing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this tonight and see how this goes, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's see here. Time to peep this out. Stay frosty from Robert. You already know what to do. So, Kyle Broussard, is it Chipotle Ranch Cheetos? No, I could not find those, believe it or not, and I was looking this past week. But I think what you're going to see tonight will more than make up for it. I have a feeling it will. All right, so going down the line here, we've got C. Jizzle says it's going to be a big burger. Definitely not a burger. I'm a little burgered out at the moment. We'll talk about this past week. It's been a monster week in terms of product that's come out. And I almost kind of gave away a couple of things on the last stream because I was working on KFC and the pastrami burger. So a lot of things I've kind of known ahead of time. But naturally, there's some fun stuff to talk about. So we'll get into all that there. Computer Blue, it's something small, technically. Let's see. So we've got a lot of people watching right now. How many peeps do we have on the stream? If you guys can let me know, that would be awesome. I'm using chat software or streaming software that doesn't give me that info. I got to figure out what maybe an applet I can load that'll let me do that. Musa says the description gives me no clue what you're going to review. Well, it's something big, but it just happens to be little. I've noticed more people are saying stay frosty. It makes me wonder if they watch these reviews. I have a feeling, David, there's more than a few people that possibly do. And yes, Florian, you're the first one to mention it right now. Believe it or not, I just noticed this late this afternoon because I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off today. 17,000 plus subscribers we have reached right now on the channel. It looks like it happened at some point today or earlier today. But guys, I cannot thank you enough. It is just an amazing milestone. Every time you get up and above the 1,000 mark and you just keep going and going and going, it's just a really, really cool feeling. Trying to put out the very best content that you have or that you can create and seeing what resonates with your people. What they like, what they don't like, and how you can really kind of push that forward is amazing. So 17,000 plus subscribers, guys. I'm just over the moon. Really over the moon. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Drew's Food Reviews thinks it's a Chicken Little from KFC. We will find out in just a few, Drew. We will find out in just a few. And Robert, you are the man. You are the man. Derek Leveski in the house here as well. Computer Blue, Jency Molina. All the usual suspects that I love seeing every single week, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on here right now. Robert saw the house with the clock in the walls in Dolby Cinema last night. Cool. Very cool. I definitely want to check that out. Definitely want to check that out. We'll talk a little bit about the Predator towards the end. Maybe a little bit more details, and we'll see what's up there. Short control burst. You already know from Aliens right there, Robert. You already know. So Drew's has a thinking that it should be Peep Squad. I know squad is kind of a generic term, and I'm kind of on the fence with that at the same time. It could very easily be known as Peep Squad. All of you guys could be known as that. But I do think that term is kind of used pretty liberally everywhere. So I think I'm going to probably keep it very simple, and towards the end I'll probably tell you what that is. So for those of you hanging out right now, you'll have a reason to chill at the very end, and we'll see if I can let you in and see if you guys like it. If you don't, we'll just go from there. But we'll keep the suspense just a little bit because we have a lot to do tonight for sure. Matt Covington, thanks so much for jumping on, brother. Great to see you as always. Ace the Creator, how you doing? How you doing? Jency Molina, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 17,000 subscribers long is craziness. Albert Gallegos, thank you so much as well. And you guys, looks like you can see me. Robert, 44 peeps watching. When that first came through over there. My chat on my side does not look like what I'm seeing on the screen for you guys. So trying to get that sorted out, but it's taken a minute. So we'll have to see what's up here. Derek Leveski doesn't like the word squad. Yeah, you know, a lot of people use it, and I could easily use that, but honestly, it would not be unique enough, to be honest there. So I think I'm just going to kind of keep it simple, and when I get to the end, I think it'll just make complete sense, because how you guys know, I think you know how I feel about all of you, and I think we'll, I think I know what I'm going to do at the very end. So we'll keep that for the very end there. Let's see. Try hard in chat. Love your reviews. Can you shout out my mom, Esna Danino? I hope I'm saying that right. Enza Danino, thanks so much for jumping on right now. From Try Hard in the chat, the son or daughter of Enza Danino is here in the chat, as in Try Hard in the chat. I'm totally butchering that, I know, but thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you doing that for sure. Flutter Pony, it's going to be a Chipotle triple double crunch wrap. Yay for the $5 meal. Yeah, no bueno on that. And you know, the truth be told, I actually had that shortly after I did that review last week, and not impressed with it. I'm glad I did not re-review that item and just had you pointed directly to my original spicy version of it there, because there was really nothing interesting about that whatsoever. It really would have been a kind of a waste of time, to be honest. So glad I didn't go back to the well on that one there. And yes, Jack Easy, the Predator is classic, the very first one. Absolutely. All right, let me jump down to the very bottom here so we can catch up, and we'll get into this review. And I can definitely see if you guys, if any of you may have guessed it already. We've already had a couple of things on there. We'll see if anyone has guessed it at all. Larry Nguyen, what are you having for dinner tonight? You know, that's a good question, because we have to think of something here. I haven't actually eaten since about, I want to say about 1 o'clock today. So I'm kind of up there right now. So I'm kind of anxious to kind of get into this, because I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm hoping anyway. So it may hold me over slightly until we get into what will be for dinner, which I really don't know yet, to be honest with you. I really don't know yet. The Frosty Crew, Sarah Star Vlogs and Reviews. I like that, actually. The Frosty ones or something like that. Kind of like the Wild Ones. What was that? That Flow Rider track? The Wild Ones, I think it is. The Frosty ones. That could actually be a different thing. And speaking of Frosty, I mean, it's not alcoholic, but I do have some iced tea here. Unsweetened. I know a lot of you guys don't like that. I mean, some people were saying it's savage for me to drink unsweetened tea. But, you know, you got to take a little bit of a break from some of the sugars once in a while. And honestly, this is actually really good. Mickey D's tea is actually really good without sugar, believe it or not. Elizabeth Ricard, let me just end that for you right now. It will not be peepers. It won't be anything along those lines. Peeper creepers. Even though I like peeper creepers, yeah, that would be just a little too much because I already get so much flack for the name of my channel to begin with. I think that would be just a little too much for some people. And honestly, I don't really kind of want to have anything creeper-like in the name of what you guys may be. But I think you guys will like what I'll do. So we'll just leave it at that. The People's Court. Drew's Food Reviews, the People's Court. That's cool, actually. I do like that. I do like that, Andrew. I do. You know, that would be something to consider. But like I said, I think I'm going to keep it kind of simple. And maybe like as a little joke between all of us, maybe you'll be called things that are differently at some points for future streams there. So we'll have to see. Let's see. All right, my chat just jumped to the very bottom here right now. Terrence Hanway, dude, why not just my peeps? You know, you never know. You never know. I'm going to save everything for the very end here right now because I don't want to put too much thought into it. And apparently 58% of you, there was a huge response. I think over 620 responses to that poll that I put up that I told you I was going to do last week after I put the replay up. After the Taco Bell review that came out, which actually was something filmed a few days prior, and then getting into the KFC things over the weekend and the pastrami burger, I was itching to kind of drop a little nugget of what was coming this week, and I really, you know, should I do it, or should I just surprise, and then naturally it'll come out. But naturally it dropped a little early, and then there you go. So, you know, we had a lot of content this past week that came out. So we'll see about that. We'll see about what the name will be at the very end here. Sarah Star Vlogs Reviews, just don't get unsweetened tea in the South. Yes, believe me, if I'm traveling in the South, I'm going to make sure I abide by the principles and the morals of what they eat and basically, you know, that type of thing there. So I know that. Believe me, Sarah. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Elizabeth Ricard, sweet tea is life. That and tomato mayo sandwiches. That's all you. That's all you, Elizabeth. Let's see. Hey, dude, I hope you get to 20K eventually. We're just moving along. Every day it's growth, so I'm actually very happy with it. Kyle Broussard, do you watch Wheel of Fortune? Once in a blue moon. Believe it or not, I only really catch that when I'm in doctor's offices, if I'm going for a checkup, or if I'm actually somewhere for an appointment. I'll actually see that typically on the TV there, but I don't really necessarily tune into it, so we'll have to see. Dwayne Reed, is his birthday on Friday the 22nd. Very nice. A very early birthday to you, Dwayne. Absolutely. We'll see what the stream is around that time. We'll make sure we sing to you for sure. And we'll see what's up. Critical East Japan is in the house. Paul over there in Japan, literally over in Japan. Again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Paul puts out some pretty bang-up content there. Doing it up big in terms of, you know, all of his content, all the foodie-related stuff, and all the really interesting things that you can check out for what they offer overseas there. Paul definitely has some great stuff. So jump on over and tell him Ian K sent you. Naturally, I think he's going to know because he's on the stream here right now. So let's see. The People's Elbow, Nehemiah Sanders. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. I like that, the People's Elbow. You know what? It'd be hard to kind of take, you know, riff off of what's already existing because it would feel like a bite on that because peoples and peep, that type of thing. But I like that. I really do like that. Good times, good times. And Computer Blue has got sweet tea in the fridge. Awesome. You know, ever since Mickey D's has dropped that $1 iced coffee every single day until pretty much the end of the year. That's all that I am basically getting. I literally drive through or go through the mobile check-in for pickup, and I get my vanilla iced coffee because you guys all know I love my iced coffee. And then if I'm there, if I'm editing, or if I'm doing something, or just, you know, swinging by, I'll refill and get some iced tea. And that's pretty much what I do here. So it's not uncommon for me to have a couple of those in the fridge, actually, that are loaded up with that. So, yes, I got to tell you, it's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Critical Eats, thanks, Ian. Love your positive vibe. Guys, life is too short. I am all about trying to keep it as happy as possible, no matter how crazy things may get in your life right now. Believe me, I know what it's like. There's so much going on in my own world right now. But everything is a process, and everything is a prelude and a precursor to this very moment, I should say. So just take that in stride, and there are more good days than bad. But yes, I try and keep it positive, Paul, as you know. As you know. All right, so before we get into this little review here, because I'm definitely anxious to check this out, let's just go over quickly with what we've got from this past week. So Guys, like I said, a couple of biggie reviews, and I threw in a bucket list review, and then obviously something that I came across about 3 nights ago, which I really was very surprised because I knew nothing about this, and that's obviously the Burger King crispy chicken tenders, and I'll tell you about that in just a second here. But obviously, after the Beefy Crunch burrito, decided to drop a bucket list review of the Little Caesars Crazy Bread, and that's actually something that I haven't had in so long. And it's one of the testaments of things that I wanted to add to my channel, because if you guys remember recently, I actually did the Caesar wings in there as well. So the Caesar wings is something that I'd never tried before, so I figured, you know what, let me go back to the well and try something on the menu that I haven't tried either, besides that, in a very long time, I should say, and decided to give that a go. Let's see. Going down the line. Elizabeth, do I watch RDR? Yes, I do. I try and catch his live streams whenever possible, but Friday nights, the time difference over here, Elizabeth, is a little difficult for me, so I usually catch the replay streams to check out to see what's going on with him, but he's doing some monster things over there also, for sure. Always great stuff over in RDR Food Reviews, for sure. So good times. Very, very good times. All right, so the Little Caesars Crazy Bread, that was definitely a fun one to do. And at that time, I was putting the finishing touches for the KFC Hot Honey Chicken, which blew up ridiculously instantly when it was unveiled there. And like everything was just totally that on social media. Everywhere you looked, it was all KFC Hot Honey. Really fun marketing on that one. Really, really good stuff there. Waiting on the video that I wanted to have to incorporate into the review, and that's finally something that I did. I didn't want to release anything without having those finishing touches that I think personally for me is something that I know I definitely want to have, like little signature stuff. So thankfully you guys really enjoyed it, and I'm really appreciative of all the love and all the thumbs up and just the view total and everything about that. So guys, thank you. Thank you so much for that, for sure. After that was the pastrami thick burger from Carl's Jr. And if you guys haven't seen that one, that was actually something that has come out over the years, for like the last 14 years, believe it or not. And I remember seeing it a few years back, and I had never actually tried it before. So naturally, seeing that it's available since I've been doing my channel, I figured, you know what, I got to add this review in there. And that was something I was working on, waiting again for official marketing to drop. Couldn't even get anything in the window because all the window stuff is out now for it. But this actually dropped about a day or two early here when I filmed this one, and naturally I was able to get a drive-through image of just kind of what it is there. So fortunately that one was pretty fun to check out. And that thing, like I said, if you have not had pastrami on an Angus burger before, guys, it is off the chain in terms of just the flavor of the meat there. I thought it was going to be too much meat because it was like pastrami and Angus beef together. I thought one may cancel one out, but it really was a very nice, lovely situation. Which brings me to like 3 nights ago. I think this was like Tuesday night. I had an event that I was coming home from, and I saw on the side of Burger King when I was leaving. I wasn't even in my area, and I have camera equipment. I always have stuff with me in the event of filming because I'm like that. I'm a little OCD like that. But I saw they had crispy chicken tenders, and I was like, haven't they had crispy chicken tenders before? Or is it maybe I'm just like not remembering? So I decided to swing by. I checked it out. I filmed the drive-through stuff initially just to kind of get the footage of it. I knew nothing about what these things were. If there was anything special about them, if they were buttermilk, just what the story was, nothing whatsoever. And decided to literally, that review was put together, that whole filming sequence probably was, I mean, just from beginning to end, was like maybe 20 minutes. I mean, if that, which is kind of like ballpark average for most of what I try and shoot for. But this one in particular was super fast filming. There's not so much you can really show with chicken tenders naturally, but I had no idea what the big deal was with these at all. So went through the drive-thru, set everything up, was using the backlight of my phone, believe it or not, because I didn't have any of the other special lighting that I use in the dash of my car. You may notice that in that video it's a little bit darker on one side. But basically used the prop that I have on the phone that I use to clamp to my rearview mirror, and I had it swung the other way just so I can use the light from my S9 Plus, and that was basically what was lighting up my my cabin of my car for the most part during the review with that. So I had my main camera on the dash, I did my drive-through sequence filming, and then basically had my main my other real camera that I use, my 4K camera that I downed to 1080p, and filmed the actual review with that. But man, that was just totally just on the fly guerrilla type filming, and that was really just kind of, I'm really happy with the way that that video came out. I was kind of concerned about how the quality was going to be, but I didn't know what to expect from it there. And naturally, of course, I want to make sure I have the footage, and I want to make sure I have the commercial stuff in there. because I like to add that extra layer in. So it came out earlier today at 12 noon. And so far, actually, I haven't even checked. Actually, I was just looking at that right now. So yeah, you guys apparently are lighting up that one right now view-wise. So a lot of people are checking that out there. I had a lot of fun putting that thumbnail together and just a blast of a time to do. So guys, a very, very busy week. I've got some Halloween stuff I'm actually filming this coming week. I'm going to talk to you at the very end about what's going to be coming for Halloween. I'm already kind of blocking and getting things ready for that on top of my normal life. So we've got a lot to go into, believe it or not. And it's already 25 past the hour. So with that said, you guys ready to see what we're going to be reviewing today? What could be so big right now, yet so little at the same time? Let me see if you guys can actually... We've already gotten a few people that are in here right now. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys are ready to check this out right now, because I'm very curious to see if you guys are ready for this action, because I am very curious about this myself. Ride the Stunner, basically elongated nuggets the size of your thumb. Okay, you guys talking about the crispy tenders. Florian thinks it's pumpkin Oreos. Drew thinks it's the Chicken Little. Sarah's ready for action. We got the thumbs up. We got the thumbs up. All right, we're just going to get right on into it right now because it looks like Justin, Fast Food Pit Stops in the house. You already know what's up there as well. Thanks so much for jumping on, Justin. It looks like we've actually had somebody already guess what this could possibly be. And I really was kind of shocked that more people wouldn't guess what could be so big right now, yet little at the same time. What was the biggest thing that came out this past week that literally just lit up social media? Because that's really the biggest thing right there. I probably should have put something along those lines. But you know what? Drum roll, because Drew's food reviews is correct. The kernel is in effect right now because we are going to be going in on the Chicken Little Hot Honey Chicken edition of it. And this is actually the official bag, and I love the classic. I love like, you know, the new stuff they have. Naturally, but you can't beat the old school, guys. You can't beat the old school right there. So yes, we are going in on the Hot Honey Chicken Little for tonight's review, because you know what, we spare no expense here at Peep This Out Reviews. And I figured, you know what, I wanted to see if it was going to be just as tasty, just as hot as it was the first time around. And I was very surprised. If you guys haven't checked my review out there's a lot of great reviews from a lot of great content creators out there already. But honestly, this was actually pretty surprising. I was very much into how much the heat really stayed with this there. It wasn't overly sweet, but at the same time, it was really just enough to let you know that it was there, but the heat definitely told you it was there. I think I said that on that review when I filmed it. But it was actually really, really good, and I was surprised. So naturally, I thought I'd go in on the Chicken Little and see if the quality was going to be the same right now. We have Jane, Goody Two Shoes, jumping in here. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. You are just in time to take a look at the Chicken Little. The Hot Honey Chicken version here. So, let me give you guys the unveiling. Hopefully that is going to come through. Let me get it out of the shadowing there. But yeah, this is little. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I've done the Chicken Littles before on my channel, and I don't remember them having sesame seeds on the bun. But let me give you a look at how that looks there. So obviously we've got the hot honey sauce, we've got some pickles in there. It's a fairly thick piece of chicken, actually. I'm pretty surprised. These usually aren't. I'm going to try and lift this up for you so we can take a look. Yeah, it's a pretty thick piece of chicken, guys. Look at that. That is actually not bad. Pretty impressive right there. A decent amount of sauce. I mean, it's not too bad. This is, I want to say, maybe right before I went live here, I was pretty much rushing to get home to get this here. So this is not exactly the super freshest that I can say, but it definitely still kind of warm. Let's just give this a go. Naturally, if you guys don't know what Chicken Littles are, they're basically smaller pieces of chicken, almost a little bit bigger than nuggets, that they put on these little sesame seeded buns now. I remember when they were actually just the regular size buns. A little bit of mayo, a little light mayo, and some pickles that are in there. And this particular one obviously has the hot honey sauce, which is the big deal right now from KFC. And again, if you guys haven't checked my review, take a look. It is definitely floating around on my channel. That was a lot of fun to put together that review for sure. So let's see how this is. I'm going to set up this napkin so I don't get anything anywhere. But one last time, we'll give you the 360 review so you guys can see. Check out the thickness. That's actually a good shot right there. Pretty decent, right? pretty decent. I mean, it's not bad. It actually takes up a good chunk of the bread, as you can see. So it's not like it's like all bread, no chicken. But I got to admit, not too bad. So let me make sure I have some of the pickle in the front. And we're going to get a shot of this and see how this goes. So here we go. The Chicken Little featuring the hot honey sauce, brand new at KFC. Here we go. Hopefully it's going to be just as good as my review. Wait. Wow. This one has got a lot more vinegar this time out. Wow. I'm going to have to take another bite of that. That is not... The heat is there. The heat is definitely there, but not so much sweet as it is just a little on the sour side. I'm getting a lot more vinegar. Hang on one second here. That's different. It's definitely different. The chicken is fairly juicy and it's moist, but I'm getting more vinegar. That's strange. Let me go for one more bite and I'll give that breakdown. I'm really hoping that, wow, maybe it's just the mix this time out. That's strange. Hang on. The pickle's really good. Yeah. No. Wow. I am a little disappointed with that. I don't know what's up with that. That is not what I had when I reviewed it. Definitely not. Wow. Yeah, I'm not even going to go any further with this, guys. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to have to go like a 3, to be honest. This is like no bueno. I am really shocked how bad. It was like a pungent type of vinegar. No real honey, but it is sweet, and the heat is there. But the mix, for some reason, was definitely more vinegar than anything else. And you know what? That just reminds me, actually. Jane, actually, who just took a look at this also, was talking about the vinegar mix that she had in hers was just a little too much as well. I wouldn't say that it's absolutely flat out horrible, but I know what I was kind of expecting, and it's not what I got. And the flavor of this just did not deliver what I reviewed. This is just not what I reviewed. It really isn't. Now, the thickness of the chicken was good. The crunchiness of the chicken was somewhat okay, and it was just a little bit older. And the size wasn't bad for what it is. $1.99 for this is just a little too much. I think $1.50 at the most. Granted, it's a mainstream item still, but man, the hot honey sauce this time out, super disappointing with this, and that's really strange. I haven't had a really strong dislike for one of these flavors. I like all the regional flavors, but this particular mix for this particular one tonight, anyway, live with you guys right now. Unfortunately, guys, I really can't go much above that, because it just didn't deliver with that. The chicken was fine, you know, don't get me wrong, it's fine. But that flavor, yeah, no, I'm sorry. This is, no. No bueno with that one. So $1.99, I thought this was going to be just a continuation of what I reviewed, but just a smaller form. Pickles were decent, but too much vinegar in this version of the sauce that they put on there. And it was a pretty decent amount. That I also had that was the same on the other one as well. So no bueno on that one. Wow. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on with that there. But no bueno with that. So sorry, guys. It is what it is. Sometimes they go that way. It depends. Let's see here. Let me see what you guys are chatting about in the chat. Yeah, so Scott says looks a bit nasty. Yeah, see, Jane, goody two shoes told you it's weird. Yeah, that is strange. Very strange. No bueno on that. Definitely no bueno. Let's see here. Yeah, could be the cause of the pickles. Oh, the pickles were good. Pickles were definitely good. Dove Coolness, more vinegar because maybe the pickle juice soaked into the bun? Definitely not. I know the difference between, and that was definitely not that. Tiffany, you got a dud. It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. It's not going to be a complete, wash like a 1 or something like that. I'm not trying to be edgy and say this is complete garbage. But it just had a very strong vinegary type of taste to it. That was just not good. So no bueno on that one there. Let's see. Yes, no bueno, Ed. You already know. Bad batch of sauce. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't do anything correctly with it there. Maybe, I don't know, shake it up. Oh, I see fast food pit stops here. Someone didn't shake the bottle before applying it. It's very possible, Justin. It's very possible. And it depends upon who makes these things for you there. Sometimes they can go sideways. Sometimes they don't. More oftentimes they shouldn't. But the rare times that they do, it's very possible that could be the combination of what that sauce has in it. And I was kind of watching when the guy was doing it there, but now that I think about it, he just picked up the bottle and just kind of did the thing there. Maybe they have to kind of shake it a little bit there just to make sure. So yeah, no bueno on that. Fast food pit stops, KFC, General Tso chicken. Is what's next. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if anything else, I mean, naturally, I think they've already done the spicy route, and with this now, Nashville Hot, Georgia Gold, Smoky Mountain Barbecue, Pickle. Now we have this, which generally should be decent, and it was pretty decent when I tried it the first time out. But we'll see what they do after. I don't think they'll do another spicy type of thing from this point, but we'll see. Let's see. Sarah Star Vlogs. Pop the melatonin to kick in by the end of your stream. Working OT in the morning. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm actually starting to try and take some of the melatonin to help me sleep at night, Sarah, to believe it or not. I do the same exact thing. Derek Leveske. They can't all be winners, son. That's very true. Very, very true. Jane, you're blaming me because you use no bueno in your everyday life. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. And maybe I should just be thankful that I'm in your thoughts that way. That's awesome. That's awesome. Larry Nguyen, how did you become a good food review? Well, I appreciate your opinion, Larry. I'm just a humble guy trying to give an honest opinion of what I think about based upon what I'm taking a look at, and I try and do it in the most detailed way possible, I guess, if you can call it that. But I'm glad you like what I'm doing, obviously. If you think my stuff is good and you're enjoying it, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Elizabeth has been doing that as well. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Robert had the hot honey chicken tenders. Strong vinegar taste too. Not good. Yeah, I think it's very possible. Justin, I think you may be onto something. If they're not shaking it up, we'll have to see for sure. But very disappointing this time out. That was not good. Georgia Gold is still my favorite. If you guys have seen my review, and I mentioned that in that review, I stand by Georgia Gold. It has the right amount of tang, the right amount of pop to it, and it's just bomb. It's just absolutely bomb. It's just really, really good. RDR dropping these super chat donations. Robert, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. And congratulations, 22,000K, dude. You keep doing your business over there, homie. Absolutely, man. Awesome, awesome stuff for sure. I'm going to catch you on one of these live streams. I know I keep saying it, but I'm always catching your replays and checking out and seeing what's going on with you for sure there. But thanks so much for jumping on RDR. And, of course, you guys, jump on over, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know what's up. He is definitely putting it down as he does on his channel, and as every creator does. It is just amazing to see the array of viewpoints and styles and just content coming out from everybody here in the community. So make sure you jump out there, support, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff there, and definitely let them know that you know what's up. It's awesome to see a lot of the familiar peeps on here tonight. Elizabeth Ricard also shouting napkins from Men Against Men channel. Funny, funny. Lemon pepper chicken. That would be pretty awesome, Justin. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Lemon pepper's good. You know, I'm always down with rotisserie chicken, and lemon pepper is one of my favorite versions of that. So I'd love to see a KFC take on that for sure. All right, let me jump on down to see what's going on here. So how many peeps do we have watching this right now, guys, here in my streaming software? RDR, everyone is in the chat. Yeah, we got a full packed house tonight. It is good times. It is good times. I don't know if you just saw the quickie review of the Chicken Little, RDR, but no bueno with this one tonight. No bueno. Derek Leveski got the Georgia Gold. It was old and dry. Couldn't tell if you liked it or not. You know, so if you guys are not happy with what you're getting, always send it back. I mean, they're not trying to give you bad food, but sometimes if you get something that's less than what's expected, you really should be going back and saying, you know what, try and make this look somewhat like the picture, please. I mean, that would be something else. Philly Feet in the house. You already know what's up. You already know what it is. RDR Food Reviews in the house. So we got 66 peeps watching right now, only 31 thumbs up. So we have not gotten that succinct total just yet. Robert dropping the super chat donations. Guys, I appreciate that. And incidentally, like I always want to remind you guys, if you ever want to circumvent the whole YouTube getting 30% of anything you donate, the PayPal link you'll find in the channel banner. It's also down below in the description more often than not. Some of the most recent reviews have that. That'll go directly. It's paypal.me/peepthisout. Just throwing that out there. But guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat donations. Everything always goes back into the channel, and it really helps out. But like I said, a monster week of content, a monster week of reviews. Literally about 5 reviews in like 7 days. We had one on Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then today. So just a huge amount of content. And then more stuff coming actually this coming week as well, including, just so you guys know, I'm going to be headed over to Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow night. Not sure if I'm going to be reviewing there because naturally we're going to be in that event and it's going to be pretty insane. But I do plan on going to Disneyland this coming week. We're going to be doing some holiday filming there. There's a lot of stuff coming out there. They have a lot of Halloween type of things coming out as well, so I'm going to get some content with that as well too. And since we're on the topic of talking about Halloween, I'm actually vetting around town to a lot of familiar locations for movie sets and things like that as well, because I'm going to be doing live streaming from places that I think you guys are going to like. So it's going to be fun. Of course, we're going to do the Michael Myers house, the real Michael Myers house in South Pasadena. That'll probably be closer to the release of the movie, the new movie coming out. Maybe around the 19th, because I know I'm going to go see it on premiere night, which is the 18th. So the stream on the 19th will most likely be in front of the Myers house for real, so we'll do something there. As well as a few other fun things. We have the Suicide Bridge in Pasadena, which is a haunted spot. We'll do that as well. And I know that based upon the ghost story that I told you guys about 3 weeks ago, up at the haunted forest there, I have to kind of go up there and see how the signal is for right in front of the gated area as well. So we have some things going on there right now. So yes, we are going to be having a pretty packed October, at least live stream wise. So it should be pretty amazing. Do a vlog from Halloween Horror Nights from Sarah Star Vlogs and Reviews. You know, that may be kind of difficult. I'll consider it depending upon what we're doing. Maybe like in between some things. Maybe I'll jump on social media. If you guys are not on my Instagram, Peep This Out Reviews on IG, or Peep This Out on Twitter, more often than not it may be on IG is where I'll probably do a live thing. Maybe we'll see if we can do something there. Maybe. I'm not going to guarantee it because like I said, it's a crazy night whenever we go. So we'll have to see if that happens. But like I said, lots of content coming in October, Halloween related. And incidentally, I do plan on having a playlist around the beginning of October, putting up a lot of the reviews I've done in the past, including in front of the Michael Myers house, in front of the Nightmare on Elm Street house, Nancy's house. That's actually in West Hollywood, the original one. And definitely there'll be some stuff there. RDR, has anyone seen The Nun? I have, and it is a rental at best. Honestly, I would not pay full price to go watch that, to be honest. So yes, there's a lot coming, like I said. So lots of fun stuff there. I'm super excited about Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow night at Universal Studios. I know it's going to be pretty amazing. I'm hearing the Stranger Things maze and the Poltergeist maze are pretty much the things to check out there. And of course, my boy Michael Myers, they have the Halloween 4, the Return of Michael Myers maze there as well. There's going to be a lot to go into with that. So like I said, I've got you for October on top of the regular reviews and things like that coming out this coming week. I'm still in pre-production on one, and I'm finishing up another couple that I'm kind of going back and forth between. So I've got a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and it's all going to be out here on the channel. And you know, it's really just an amazing thing, just from a content creator perspective. When you think about what it is that you want to do, and you think about, you know, your vision about what it is that you want to create, and then at the end of the month, you look back on what you have created, you look at your thumbnails, you look at performance, you look at the overall look of your page, and you say to yourself, you know what? I'm pretty proud of what I put out there. I can check those boxes off. I mean, those are just really amazing feelings, and it's part of the reason I love doing this stuff, because I love creating something and then putting it out there. So just really awesome things for sure. Let's see. Fast Food Pit Stop's looking forward to Halloween Horror Night coverage. Yeah, I'll see if I can put a few things over there. If anything, at least saving it to my Instagram. Video-wise, I believe I did that last year and the year before that. So I'll definitely give that a try and see what they have going there. I know we try and film going through the mazes and stuff like that too, but we want to be in the moment, because the last thing you want to do is be on your phone and you're really kind of like, watching it on TV as you're going through. You kind of want to be in it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see there. But guys, just an amazing, amazing feeling of being on here and doing this with you all the time. So I got to tell you, it is just so much fun to do. Frankie Jane, when did you get to 17K during tonight's stream? I think it happened earlier today, believe it or not. Like I said, I noticed this coming home. So we are just over that mark now, and it's all about just smashing whatever goals you have from the previous month. And every single month that I've been doing this has been just up and up and up and up. And that's what I'm always looking at, and that's what I'm always looking to beat the last month. And it's just awesome. It's just an awesome feeling to just be successful and keep moving in that direction and making adjustments in places and things that you think you can do it. So I got to tell you, really, really good stuff. Let's see. Fanboy the Viper, was Sonic Extreme Habanero Boneless Wings the hottest review you ever did? Probably one of the hottest, yes. That review had crazy effects with explosions out the side of my head at the time, I remember doing. Absolutely. Russell, what's thoughts on Freddy Krueger? I'm looking forward to whatever they're going to do in the future with that character. I know they're thinking about rebooting it yet again. But one of my all-time favorites, and I had so much fun checking out, believe it or not, it was the Entenmann's Pumpkin Donut in front of that house in West Hollywood, which was pretty awesome, right in front of the Elm Street house, which actually the house across the way was Johnny Depp's house on top of it as well, too, there. So I got to admit, Joey's World Tour in effect. Joey, thanks so much for jumping on. Man, it is a crazy party here tonight. RDR, dropping another 10 spot. In your humble opinion, who has the worst customer service at a fast food chain? Wow. Let me think about that for a second here. The worst customer service at a fast food chain. I'm going to tell you based upon an experience, and I'll put this out there, RDR, because it's the first thing that jumped to mind. The Popeyes that I would review at, every so often when I would go there, to something is coming out or something that is out, I go and I drive through and I ask, okay, this is what I want to get. They would tell me at the very end, like, oh, it's not available right now, yet it's on the menu. It's not available. They're advertising it, but it's on the menu. So sometimes I think some people may recognize when I say, hey, peep this out, I'd like to get this, or whatever it is. It's just my way of saying, hey, check this out, this is what I'd like to get. But I've had a few experiences, honestly, at Popeyes. That location is one where I've walked in before, and it hasn't exactly been a very happy environment, and just naturally you can kind of feel like it's people going through the motions. So unfortunately, I'd probably have to say the first thing that comes to mind is Popeyes. At least some of the other people do try somewhat. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to say I've had a few experiences at Popeyes, RDR, to be honest, that have not been on the up and up. So yeah, no bueno on that for sure. But fortunately, and then this is really the cool thing, and maybe this is the segue into the next part here, because they're actually opening a brand new Popeyes close to the El Pollo Loco that I go to. So that's actually really, really cool. This is a brand new spot that used to be a Burger King, then it became a pizza joint. And if you guys do a search on my channel for Mama's Brick Oven Style Pizza, I think it's the only review I did at the time, that was the location that I filmed at, one of my earlier reviews. And basically I did their brick oven style pizza, like their special, like whatever they had there. That was the location that was originally a BK. It became that location. Then they shut down about 4 months ago, and now they're redoing the whole thing, and it's going to be a Popeyes. So I'll be able to do reviews brand new from that location. And the cool thing is, and the reason why I haven't done any drive-through sequences for streams with you guys on Fridays at Popeyes is strictly because the locations that I go to, the signal is not good for that. So doing a live stream wouldn't be a good quality. So this area is actually good. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I've had some questionable experiences at Popeyes, unfortunately. And it looks like some of you guys have as well, based upon the chat here. So any Popeyes coming up from Goody Two Shoes? Yeah, they've been on that wing bash for feels like 5 months now. And they have that new effed up sauce, whatever they're calling that sauce. It's like some holy sauce. That's pretty much their thing right now. So Justin, you've got some BKs that are not so hot in your area, huh? It happens. Like I said, there's experiences for everybody out there in some places, but more often than not, unfortunately for me, Popeyes hasn't exactly been stellar, even though I love their stuff. But it is what it is. But some of the people that work at these places, look, it is what it is. What could you do? Let's see. Fanboy, wish there was a Jack in the Box or Hardy somewhere near me. Sad. And for those of you who are wondering, and don't ask me why I still have this. I don't know what it is about the marketing of these things. Enjoy the crispy goodness. I don't know what it is. I loved when they do what they do to sell you fast food. It's just one of these things. So I got to find a spot to kind of do this. And you guys can maybe see. Actually, maybe you can see. There are two right over here. Fruit Loops Donuts boxes right over here. We have the live stream version and the one that I initially reviewed right there as well. And I don't know why I still have this, believe it or not. But I'm just kind of a nerd like that. Who knows? It's good times. It's good times indeed. Elizabeth Ricard, my Popeyes is located on a local army base. Too much of a hassle to get to. There you go. Drew went to Popeyes the other day and they messed up the order really bad. Yeah, you got to check your stuff. And, you know, when I do my drive-through stuff, right after I film my sequences, I always pull to the side and I make sure that I've got my stuff the way that it should be. If it's just something that they've forgotten or whatever it is, I'll review it as is because you have to do that as a reviewer. I just think integrity-wise, you have to review what you're given. But if you're given something completely wrong, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Shout-outs to you, Larry Nguyen. I appreciate you. Clink, clink to you as well. Good times, definitely good times. So, guys, real quick here, as we're wrapping up towards the end, we still have about 15 minutes or so. How many of you guys have seen The Predator by now? I don't want to give away too much, but we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll round out the evening here, because that Chicken Little did absolutely nothing for me, no bueno whatsoever there. Sorry, Jane. Sorry, Elizabeth. Let's see. Drew's, I'm a box hoarder. Yeah, I do have a lot of things behind me here that are hiding. And you can kind of see through the translucent right there. All my chicken fry boxes lined up that are stacked, believe it or not, right there too. Let's see. Philly Feet, the next one you come to Philly. Don't Geno's or Pat's. Yeah, I go to Jim's. Jim's was awesome when my cousin took me there a while back. Max's Steaks, and that's just one Philly spot. Cool. That is good to know. Would love to travel and do a few things. My wife keeps telling me you should start a GoFundMe page. And if you guys want to see me travel around and do stuff like that, I'm always kind of on the fence with, that type of thing. But that would be something to do. Doing like a whole like across the country type of thing or just something kind of relatively out of the way would be awesome. So we'll have to see. Kyle Broussard, did you do the $5 triple double Crunchwrap box? You know what? I was just talking about that earlier, Kyle. I am not going to go back to the well on that one because just adding Chipotle sauce was not enough to get me to enticed to do it. Now, I've done a few different versions of the quesarito, and I love that product. And the versions that they've had, I think, do warrant a go back because of the types of things they have, like the volcano quesarito or the bacon quesarito, whatever it was at the time. But just making Chipotle sauce, honestly, how many times have we heard Chipotle and that type of thing? And it's just the same standard double, triple double from before. I could not get into it again. RDR. Dude, you're dropping them right now. What is this here? Do you think the Burger King is going to bring back spicy crispy chicken tender in the future? Of course. Of course. And I'm actually going to try and find out about that, believe it or not, RDR, because that seems like the next logical thing, of course, for down the road. Naturally, I'm very surprised they didn't have any type of sauce. I mean, Robert, what did you think? I know you just dropped your review tonight. I haven't watched it just yet. But I actually have to catch up and see what you guys have thought of these. I haven't watched any of the reviews that have come out already. There's a whole bunch that are starting to pop all over the place, but I have to take a look. But surprising there was no special type of sauce with something like this, considering it's like an updated version of something they've had before. But I got to tell you, Robert, for sure, man, you already, as you always say, already, I would expect a spicy version of this at some point with the fire chicken or something on there. Or something else down the line, or like a blending of something, some type of hybrid of some type. We'll have to see for sure. But yes, I do think so, and I am going to find out if there's going to be. So if I do find out anything with that, we'll definitely talk about it here on the chat. But I would most definitely assume that this is not the first time and the only time we're going to see something like this from them. There's going to be different variations and flavors and things, because it makes people like us, people like creators that make these reviews, and it also makes the general community talk about it. So hell yeah, Robert, I think so. And again, thank you again for those super chat donations, brother. I appreciate it greatly. Let's see what we've got. See if you guys are mentioning for Predator. Larry Nguyen, how do I send PayPal? PayPal is, if you have it set up already, it's paypal.me/peepthisout. You can find the link either in the description on any of my recent videos or on the in the channel banner of my on your desktop. You'll be able to find that there. Just click on it, it'll open up, and all the directions will be there for you. If you decide to do that, thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Let's see, going down. RDR's got that AdSense check today, my boy. Yes, yes, yes. It looks like all of us creators have received it already today as well. Yes, yes, you already know. Already, as RDR says, you already know it. And Robert, there's a PayPal link in the description. Yes, you got it there. Goody Two Shoes, AdSense still owes $78. Send them an email. I know that depending upon your threshold, typically it needs to be at least the C note level before they do it there. So let's see here. Drew, yes, once there was these new peeps in there to review it. Something new hits. Peep is there to review it. I try. I definitely try. I network a lot. I definitely network a lot. That is for sure. It's all about networking and just kind of putting it out there and staying up on what's big, you know. And keep in mind, there is so much out there to review, and I talk about this on my streams a lot. It does not have to be something ultra brand new or something brand new. Of course, that always is fun too. But there is something out there for everybody. So if you guys are definitely interested in things that are out there besides the new stuff there, chances are whatever you're going to review is going to be new to somebody. Part of the reason I wanted to check out Crazy Bread, I wanted to check out Caesar Wings, you know, check out some other things that have been on the menu. The Western Bacon Cheeseburger, which I know is the favorite of Justin from Fast Food Pit Stops. The double is definitely the bomb. For some reason, they don't have the AKA $6 version of that, the thick burger version anymore over here, at least on the West Coast. But I can tell you there is a lot out there. So guys, if you guys are creating, do not wait for the brand new stuff all the time. There is plenty out there. There is no shortage of content to create food reviews. For those of you that are really passionate about doing it, believe me, you have a lot to choose from. And it's part of the reason I'm always emphasizing brand new content every single week here on my channel, because there's just a lot out there. There's just so much to check out, so much to review. Tiffany, go PayPal. You already know. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all my Patreon supporters as well, I do highlight them on my videos as well. We have a lot of stuff coming with that, so just really, really fun stuff. Thank you again so much for the love and support on that. And like I said, I mean, putting the stuff together and the hours it takes to make these things is a true passion project for me. And I think I can speak for all of the creators on the stream right now that are really diligent about it. You guys love what you do, and it's obvious you love what you do. Justin loves what he does. He is big bite all the way. RDR Food Reviews is all up in your face, in it all the time, doing it up big. And it's just so awesome to see the variation and the differences and the things that are out there that makes everybody unique and makes people who they are. And I got to admit, guys, it's just an awesome community to be a part of. And for anyone who thinks food reviews are dead, food reviews in the car are dead, the only thing that is dead is a particular creator's oomph to do it, so to speak. I guess the passion to create it. I mean, finding different ways to do what you do or changing it up if it's not working is what's out there. You got to find something that makes it for you there. And if doing something is either boring or it doesn't work for you, you got to switch it up, or else it becomes kind of mundane and stagnant that way as well. So like I said, for anyone who thinks that, believe me, it is not dead, because you can tell by the views on a lot of other content creators who do food reviews. There is still having a blast, you know, showing the success, reaping the success. It is all about doing it that way. So believe me, don't let anyone tell you different. And anyone that is telling you different is obviously not really super into it anyway, and that's okay too. But when it comes to me, when it comes to other content creators that love what they do, and I can tell Justin loves what he does, RDR Food Reviews loves what he does, Sarah Star Vlogs and Reviews, just to name a few, Critical Eats Japan. Believe me, you guys are just inspirations to watch as well, and we all feed off each other, we all learn from each other, and we just have a blast to do it. You know, that's really what it's all about. So it is all about that community aspect there, for sure. Goody Two Shoes, look at Jason Cowan. He does reviews every single day about everything you can think of. That is very true. Jason actually just did a review talking about the voiceover work that I had done actually in Better Watch Out, which is actually going to be a year old next month, actually, when that movie came out that I worked on for some voiceover work. And he just puts out content every single day. If the algorithm is looking for a reason to kind of study or to see exactly, you know, how the how the minutia of the mechanics work with Jason's channel, because he's literally flooding your feed with content on the reel. I mean, he is a beast when it comes to that content there. So there is really, as far as I'm concerned, nobody bigger than Jason Callan when it comes to content king every single week. I may love putting out new content every single week, but I can't go much above what I put out this past week without literally killing myself. Unfortunately, I was working on a couple of those reviews ahead of time, the KFC hot honey chicken and the pastrami burger from Carl's Jr. But had I not been, forget it. Forget it. That would have been a hard week. There's a lot of work that went into those to make those. Elizabeth, you deserve all the love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. You already know. Let's see, Larry Nguyen, can someone please send me $1 PayPal? Too much. Let's see. Oh, my chat just jumped up here again. Hang on one second. And shout outs to Joey from Joey's World Tour as well, for that jumped on there as well. Again, thank you so much, Joey, for making an appearance and for the congratulations. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Joey is another genuine soul here on the in the community that has so much fun doing what he does and the way that he does it. And he is a good dude. He is a really good dude. There are a lot of really good people that do what they do, and I got to tell you, it's awesome. Elizabeth, John from Bite and Chew did a car review. You know what? You know, Elizabeth, it's funny you mentioned that. In my my email today, whenever I get notified of new content that drops from everybody, his thumbnail, I saw that, is just him in the car. So I got to take a look at his content tonight. After I'm going out with the wifey here for dinner, I'll be catching up on some hot honey reviews. I have to check out Justin's review of that one, which Justin, right now, let me just tell you, I believe you're still on here right now. That thumbnail is gold. I'm a fan of thumbnails, and I think you guys know that. I love putting work and time into making my thumbnails. It's such a blast to do, and I save that for the very end of a long edit or any edit, because that's kind of like the icing on the cake to put that together and to make, you know, what I think is going to be a good representation of what you're going to see in my video. But I have to admit, the one that Justin put out from Fast Food Pit Stops for the hot honey chicken with the superimposed KFC kernel over his face is gold. It's easily one of the best ones that I think I've ever seen out there, and it's definitely one of the best ones from Justin that I've seen. And Justin has some really, really awesome ones that he puts together. So shout outs to you, man, for sure, because that is definitely a blast to check out. The thumbnail design and just the design choices that people put in there, which is just awesome as well. I firmly believe that the quality of those types of things really go a long way down the road. Not to say that you can't just put out something basic and it's good, of course. But I love seeing like that little extra touch, the little extra finishing touch that's put in there. And naturally, it was really, really awesome to see that for sure. RDR, food reviews are not dead. We did leaders of the school. There you go, man. There you go. When I first began this food review stuff, I guess I was considered part of the next gen. There was, you know, the beginning people who kind of like really blew up with it there. Ken Dama, KBD Productions TV, Dame Drops, Joey, and a lot of them are still doing it huge. Review Bra, obviously, Report of the Week. And then there's very few that are still kind of like from that few years era ago that are still putting in the time, putting in like the energy with that there. So I've been going strong for over 5 years now with this, and I don't see it slowing down. So it is just, you know, just awesome to see. The new generation, the new peeps that are jumping in here and doing it big, and doing it hard, doing it fast, and it's awesome. Fast Food Pit Stops from Rockin' with RDR since 100 subs, yes. Since the very beginning as well, too. It's just an amazing thing to watch, you know, the success and finding what works for them and watching that explode and take off is a blast thing. And to be humble and also is just another very amazing trait to do. So really, it's got to be. You got to be. I'm telling you got to be. Never forget where you came from, but you remember what it was like when you had 100 subs and you're trying to like get to that next mark. I remember it completely. And I treat whatever I personally have right now as though I'm still kind of at that level where I'm still trying to attain, still keep going. So it's awesome to do. So let's see, going down the line here as we rounded out the last couple of minutes. Let's see, Derek Levesque, Report of the Weeks is a vampire. Don't really know too much about that guy but he's doing what he's doing in the way that he does it, and that's all that's important. So Justin, thanks, Ian. You're the hallmark of honesty, humble, positive energy in your genre. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Mad respect for all of you guys, for sure. I wish we were all able to talk a lot more and do a lot more, but we're always creating and we're always so busy doing everything. But it's always nice where we can kind of commune together. And as RDR says on his live streams, we fellowship. We do what we need to do. So it's just awesome right there. Sarah, glad to find you in from CraveCon. Yes, there was some really breakout fun times from that event. I got to admit, really, really awesome. And glad to know you as well, Sarah. You and the boyfriend, everybody that you guys, everybody that's on the stream, just a blast. The two of you guys, especially Sarah. I'm telling you, guys are cool people. Let's see, going down the line. Everyone is acknowledging. We got some recognizable faces in here right now. Predator Gore was awesome. Yes, let me just leave you with this here. There's the last couple of things here as we're rounding this out because I'm super starving right now. I've been talking so much. I'm probably boring the heck out of you with all of this jumbled jargon that I'm talking about. The gore in Predator was off the chain. Off the chain. A little too quick with some of the editing. The main bad guy that was in this, one of the scientist guys, I wish they kind of showed a little bit more, but when something happened with him, I really wasn't kind of like, sure what went on with that. The way they ended it was a little iffy, but I got to tell you, really, really amazing. Really amazing. I think it really was the true sequel to the first two movies. So you can get rid of Alien versus Predator. You can get rid of Predators. The Predator was definitely a fun movie, with the exception of the Predator dogs, which I thought were dumb. I was not feeling that whatsoever. But it was definitely a better sequel than I thought it was going to be, and that's all that you can really ask for. So I got to tell you, it was good times. Definitely good times. Goody Two Shoes, have an awesome dinner. I cannot wait to get some food right now. Much love to the missus. I will tell her y'all said hi. And yeah, guys, no bueno on the this Boo Boo Chicken Little. This was really pretty crappy tonight. I was really very shocked. Really shocked. And did not expect that hardcore vinegary type taste there. I think Justin's onto something here with this one about that one just not being shaken up, at least in terms of the sauce. So we'll have to see. Critical Eats, I've only seen negative reviews of The Predator. Yes, it wasn't as bad as all that. No, it did have a lot of humor, and it was maybe a little over the top, a little too much like misplaced for some of it, but it was just an enjoyable film. And you can tell the director was having a lot of fun with the material, considering he was originally in that first movie. I wish it could have been a little bit more like that, a little bit, but it was just enjoyable. Definitely worth checking out. And like Robert said, that the gore is off the chain. I mean, it's a Predator movie that people have been wanting to see for a while, because you want to see that hardcore action like that. It was hardcore. Sarah, good night as well. David Avila, you should do more Taco Bell more since they release new food frequently. Believe me, I do as many as I can without trying to go back and redo the same exact thing. Florian, I'm going to get some real food. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe some tacos tonight. We'll have to see. Derek Levesque, does the Costco burger beat the Chicken Little? Tonight it did. Unfortunately, tonight it did. So, guys, I appreciate everybody jumping on right now. If I haven't said it already, and let me just leave you with this here. The name of all of you guys here, I've seen Peeper Creepers, and I've seen Peep Squad, and all the usual stuff that you guys are in there. And like I said, 58% of you think Peep Squad is really the name for what you guys should be called here on the channel. But truth be told, I think what I'm going to do just for now, just for as we go forward, and a gentleman actually said it earlier, you guys are my peeps. That's how I'm going to look at it, because mi familia is what it is. So you don't really need a label per se, because you are already labeled. If you're already on my channel, if you're subscribed to my channel, even if you're just viewing my content but you're not subscribed, of course I'd recommend that you subscribe, but it's not necessarily about that. It's about the community aspect of what we offer here. And on my channel, it's about that community aspect. It's the positivity. So in that regard, you guys will always be my peeps, regardless of whatever happens with this channel. That's how I'm going to look at you guys. So when I say who you guys are on my channel, you guys are my peeps. You guys are my family. That means that. So as much as you guys may have different terms, different words, and I'm already seeing a few jumping out here right now. Peepsters, Robert, I'm not mad at you with that. You guys are my peeps. And believe it or not, I remember hearing that way back in the day. God, I want to say Matt from Reckless Eating, when we did our first collab back then, call that my peeps, things like that as well. So originally what's old is new again, and you guys have not changed from me. Familia, that's what we are. It's a fellowship brotherhood when you guys are on RDR streams, and you guys are definitely the familia over here as well. So that's how I believe that we should be. So you guys are my peeps. That's how I'm going to call you guys. That's what we're going to do for the foreseeable future. And I think it means the most. And I think it's the most that I can kind of put it through for you. Now, if you want to say the Peeper Nation or the Peep Nation, I'm down with that as well. But from where I'm sitting, looking at you guys right now, I'm looking directly in your eyes as we're speaking, including you in the back right there that are watching this right now but are not quite sure about what's on YouTube at the moment. You are my familia, even you in the back there, and I appreciate you very, very much. So with that said, now we're getting all touchy-feely here. It's a family show. It's all good. You guys are definitely on it for the weekend. Like I said, Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow night. I cannot wait. I'm going to give you the full report next Friday. Super excited to see all the mazes. It's going to be insane. And then I'll see if I can try and post a few things, at least on my Instagram video and things like that as well, too. There, maybe do something from there. So we'll have to see what we can do here. So, guys, with that, let me jump back on over here as well. And again, to all the super chatters out there who have donated either on PayPal or on Super Chat here again, guys, thank you so much for the bottom of my heart. Like I said, every single person watching the stream right now, anyone catching this on the replay, which you guys will find in the community tab on my channel first thing tomorrow, you guys definitely mean the world to me, and you guys are the heartbeat of the channel, both good and bad. Even the people who love to troll, love to try and hate, love to try and throw things at me to try and deter me, that only fuels me to make even more and more stronger, better content to blow all the people's opinions of what they may think is not going to happen. So it makes it really is just, like I said, the passion to create. And there is nothing that's going to stop the train with that. There's absolutely nothing that's going to stop the train with that. But you can try, and I appreciate it, because naturally a view is a view, a comment is a comment. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, it's all good. So with that, I'm jumping on over here right now because I can already tell I'm feeling the heat, because it is time to get some food right now. Guys, like I said, thank you so much for jumping on. Again, community tab tomorrow. You guys will find this most likely closer to noontime. And then it is going to be a lot to talk about. More fun content as always coming this week. And again, some Disneyland filming for some of the holiday stuff for Halloween. I want to film a few things. Now keep in mind, the reviews that you're going to see, I'm going to try something a little different with these reviews from Disney. I don't want to do them so super structured like I always do. I'm going to try and do some fun things and see what we can do just to try and get more content to you guys as well. So I really want to add to my playlist for Disneyland, since I haven't done that for almost a year now, I want to say, maybe a little less. So guys, with that, thanks for jumping on. I am over here in the main area to end this one out. And a blast of a time tonight, guys. I wish the review was a little bit better, but sometimes they're like that. It is what it is. I got to give my honest opinion. It's what I think you guys expect of me, and I'm always going to try and deliver that content that you guys expect in the most honest, unbiased way, aside from what some people may think I may be golfing with Burger King CEOs. Elizabeth, not true. But just to let you know, if I find anything else out, actually, by the way, for RDR, if you're still on here, my friend, I'll take a look and see if there's going to be a spicy version of these, if there's anything, even a hint of that already. These things just came out, so I'm not expecting to hear anything immediately. But I'll plant the seed and see what I can find out for you guys. And again, thanks so much for jumping on the stream. Guys, you have a great weekend, and I will definitely talk to you soon. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out, the live stream for Friday night. Once again, the 21st of September, guys. Super exciting. It's still my birthday month right now. So while you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon, in the meantime, stay frosty, as always. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'll be answering more comments. Also, from all the reviews from this past week, I answered a whole bunch earlier today as well. And I'll be taking a look at some other reviews of the hot honey chicken, as well as those crispy tenders tonight as well too there. So guys, thanks so much for jumping on again. Have a great weekend, and we will definitely talk soon. See ya.